What happened to Bogle? Man, well, if that isn't what we all wish we had the answer for, I say luckily, and I don't mean that. I would say luckily I didn't have him, but no, he got me a big fat 0 last week, so I would have taken those 10 points here. But whatever, right? It is what it is. Greg, hi. Jordan, Johnny Go Blue, Chillin' V, Ron Dog, what's up, man? Harper, it's good to see you guys. 238, Jay, I haven't even looked. I haven't even looked, man. Same, twinsies, baby, let's go, twinsies. You love to see it. Yeah, I didn't pick him. I know somebody who did pick him, and that's RotoWife, and she was very, very salty because she only scored. I don't even know what she scored, but like, oh, woe is me, she only scored whatever she scored. 253, Johnny, that's what's up. Greg, I love it. I love it. I love it. AC red plate. Cody, red plate, like, at any point? Ryan, dude, I know. That's what I told her. I was like, dude, the winning team right now, obviously you could score more points, but I was like, somebody out there went full coward mode, and they picked Anderson, Plessinger, and Ferrandis because they're like, those are like the 3 safest just pussy picks you could make, and those are three of the top 5 easily. 245 with Harmon. That's nice. That's nice. Roto X, Rotocross. Alex, dude, he called me Rotocross in a text message, and I was like, you don't even have to say my name in text. You just start talking. Blows it up for me. Would AC be red plate now if he was held? I don't know, Cody. I don't know. You know what it is, Cody? It is something to say. I appreciate how he's been riding this year, maybe because of his shoulder, that he has been riding more like, I don't know, a little bit more conservatively. He's not hurting himself anymore because he's already hurt. I don't know. It could work out. Somebody asked me, I can get you the thing. Was it Jordan? No, Johnny Go Blue. You said, what's the animation from? I can get you the name for it, but this is some motocross anime from like 1987 that I stumbled upon, and it was never translated to English. But like I found the clip on YouTube, and I was like, yo, that is sick. I love the details, all the brands, everything about it. So I thought it'd be cool to use. I like Rotocross. GD, I was actually originally Rotocross. If you go back to the very first video I ever posted, I called it Rotocross because it's a play on motocross, obviously. But I was afraid people would be too confused where if they said Rotocross, they would just think that you were saying motocross, but differently, like kind of like an accent or like, you know, a speech impediment or something. So I thought that would maybe not be the best idea. 269, Joshua, look at you go. 254 with A-Ray. Scott, what did you do picking A-Ray? What did you think was going to happen? Look how good of a score you could have had. You could have picked anybody. You could have picked another all-star. We need to talk about y'all picking A-Rays and Jerry's. What do I need to do to you guys? What do I need to do? I try so hard to teach you guys not to do this. To do anything with this. All I tell you is I'm like, look, 8 in the main, get 8 in the main. Get yourself 8 guys that you feel very confident are going to make the main. And then y'all out here picking Cheyenne Harmons and Jerry Robbins and Alex Rays. And I don't know. Dashboard unavailable. Rebecca, give it just a few minutes. So anytime it's over, Marks has to, like, everybody runs to the site and kind of overloads it, check their score at once. But also Marks has to like put the finishing touches to like confirm the results, and then everything should work smoothly. Rotocross 2 cross to Rotocross. That's fair. I like Roto. I like just Roto because Roto means fantasy. So if I'm like Mr. Roto, that's Mr. Fantasy. I'm cool with that. But Roto Moto is fine with me. Don't at me for Cheyenne. Look, I looked at Cheyenne Harmon. I'm not gonna lie to you. I put him on my team briefly, and you know what I thought to myself 10 minutes before Pixlock? Stop it. Stop tinkering. Get your 8 in the main. Get 8 in the main. I also picked Alex Martin. Don't, whatever. But don't get cute here. You don't need take the easy points. And I did. I took the easy points. And did Thury only get me 8? Yeah. Yeah, he did. But I'll take those 8. That's 8 more than you got with Cheyenne Harmon. You know what I mean? Oh, he did, Greg. He did. He twice. He posted on Instagram or on Twitter. I don't know if you guys saw it, but he posted twice that he unfortunately was down in the first turn both times. And look, can we just talk about these riders? Don't need to say anything to us, but I commend, I respect, I enjoy the riders that like their heart rate hasn't even returned to resting yet, and they're already on Twitter apologizing to us, and that's ridiculous. They shouldn't do that. Thanks for the boogle hype, Michael. Look, he was a good pick. He was a good pick. I don't know what to tell you. He was a good pick. Just because it doesn't work doesn't mean it wasn't a good pick. Just like how sometimes, like, Stank was not a good pick. Yeah, he scored good points, but that's a bad pick. Kaze Wonuki, Ronnie, thank you. There you go. Find it. You're ahead of the game for the show. I try. Harmon was a good pick. Look, I'm not telling you it wasn't. I'm not telling you Harmon wasn't a good pick. I'm just saying, I have a question for you. What makes you think anybody that picked Cheyenne Harmon? I always want to, like, I wish if me and you were sitting on the couch together and you were like, I'm putting Cheyenne Harmon on my team. And I would say, why are you doing that? Could you come up with a good reason why you're putting them on your team? So this channel, like, I'm not here to tell you who's the best pick every weekend. That's not my job. I don't want to do that because I'm going to be wrong. There's way too many variables here. But for me, I want to tell you why people are good picks, and I want to give you data to back it up. And for me, I literally couldn't think of a reason to pick Cheyenne Harmon. He doesn't make a lot of mains. He has missed a lot of mains. He's missed more mains than he's made. He just came off of COVID. He's probably not feeling great. Cheyenne Harmon last season, let me get you stats here. I always like to give you the stats. Last year, he made 1 main out of 7 attempts. 1 for 7. What about that tells you that he's a good, safe, nice pick? Nothing. Oh my God, Ryan Brees. You know what? And I just hate it, man, because I was talking about it. I love Adam Entick now. I love him to death. I love that man. My first experience being in a autograph line at a Supercross was an Indy of 2019. 18 or 19. 19. It was 19. And me walking through, and that was when A-Ray, I want to say A-Ray, Chiz, and Deuce Deuce were on HEP. And I just had my GoPro in my hand. I didn't even have it on. And A-Ray pulls it out of my hand, and him and Seven Deuce Deuce are literally POVing back and forth, like messing with my GoPro, recording each other. And I'm just like, these guys just love life, man. And that's just so cool. Like, I appreciate they love life. But I also am getting to that point where I'm like, how much longer does Deuce Deuce do it? You know what I mean? Like, how much longer does he keep it up? Because his prime is gone. His big moment is gone. Like, the time where he could make 7 or 8 mains a year is gone. And I said that earlier today to myself. And then look at him going out there and almost doing it with a full stacked field. Just a heartbreaker. You know what I mean? He had back-to-back good qualifying rounds and his lap times look legit. But you can't take qualifying for anything. It doesn't mean anything. Qualifying means nothing. Rule number 1, the cheat sheet that I give you guys, throw it out the window. It doesn't even matter. Like, I make that because that's what people want. But my number 1 thing to you is the only time you should care about the cheat sheet is if somebody is way out of place. Like, if a guy... Like last weekend, AP was 19th. That should be alarming to you. You should be alarmed. If somebody is way off their pace, you should be aware. That should be a red flag. But if somebody qualifies really good, that's not anything to me. I use it more to see who's not feeling it more than who is feeling it. You know what I mean? Brees was pushing it. Brees had the worst night of his life, I bet. Like, he's gonna go home and think about himself. You know what I mean? Do you think A-Ray will even make a main this year? Josh, I think it's inevitable that he will fall into a main this year. Um, but I don't think he's gonna make a bunch of them now. See a lot of good scores. I'm just gonna take my 232. Kurt, same 238, and I'm out of here. That's out. UFO gear, Paul. I was losing it, man. I was losing it too because I was like, wow, UFO gear. Like the only thing more rare than that would be somebody wearing some Kenny gear. Kenny gear. A-Ray will make a main. Oh, he totally will. It's just he's a good rider, but again, it just goes back to that, like, you know, I don't think that I mean, I know if you go by qualifying times, I would be wrong, but like, I don't think that McElrath is a considerably better rider than a lot of these LCQ guys. But the difference is McElrath knows how to get off the gate. Look, he fell to 14th, right? Was he finished 14th, 15th maybe? McElrath was either 14th or 15th. Typhoid, it is called. Rondog had it. Kaze wo nuke. I should probably just have it copy pasted and ready to go. I'm waiting for the thing to update officially. Are we good? All right, we're good. We're good. Let's look at results. Let's look at results. We can do it now. Only pick I used from you was Bogle. Well, you should have used all of them. You probably would have did better with all of them. I wish I knew what happened to Bogle. It's always a bummer. Like, I know he's not a championship contender or anything like that, but it'd be cool. It'd be cool anyway if they, like, gave an update about why guys go out no matter who they are. Is this gonna work? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now we can look at the results. Now we can look. Let's see how it went. What were the final ones? Oh, McElrath faded real bad, but it starts so well, you got to think his results get better. Paul, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Last week I gave him a pass. The reason that I picked McElrath tonight, because he got a great start, but last weekend he fell off because he had that where he overjumped and, you know, hit himself in the chest real bad. And I was like, you know, he's got to do better. That's why he fell. He's got to do better than that. I don't know, man. I don't know. That time he just consistently fell, you know? Just a bummer. Dude, Shimoda's flip was gnarly. Did you guys see Shimoda's flip? It reminded me of, if any of you guys have played MX Sim, how the riders never let go of their handlebars. Shimoda did a front flip, and he literally landed on his feet already reaching for the bars. Like, it was incredible. Like, that kid's incredible. Shame that he wrecked, obviously, especially if anybody picked him. But like, that kid is incredible. His determination is ridiculous. Are you gonna be on Pulp this week? On the podcast, I'm not sure. Josh, when I signed my contract, there was no contract. I say this jokingly. But when I signed on with Pulp, when I agreed to do it, Steve said we'll probably have you on some pods, but not like all of them. So I don't know if they're gonna have me do all of the pods now, like if something has changed, or if I've just happened to do a bunch of them. That 9 out of 10 literally said that, Paul. I'm glad I got somebody in here with it. It was like McAdoo. It really was, though. You signed in blood. Yeah. The signature was a text message, and he said, "Yo, I can probably read it. Yo, we should be good." I think that was I feel like the contract was, "We should be good." Oh, it's probably too far up. I don't know. Yeah, that's the wrong text message. There you go. Dude, now I have like 17 text groups with these guys. I don't know why we can't consolidate these. I can't find it. But yeah, Steve said we should be good for the video stuff. That's how it went. Very professional. Yeah, Mark's knows. Very professional. Oh, man. He's dude, yeah. Typhoid, to be fair, like I feel like it's all probably blown out of proportion. You gotta remember, man, PulpMX is in the business of entertainment. No offense to like Racer X and stuff like that, but like Racer X is a news organization, where Pulp is an entertainment news organization. And Snake Dog knows how to do it, man. You knew that stuff was gonna get shared around. I didn't think anything that Steve Kiefer or JT said was out of line, but I could see him being like, you know, like just hyped after putting a freaking two-stroke into the main event in 2022. And it wasn't even like a weak main event. He came straight out of the heat race, dude. Crazy. Bonkers. It was wild. Should get a RotoMoto tat. Joshua, what do you even get, man? What do you even get? 100%. Yeah, Paul, probably. Because they'll call him on and have him talk shit. Why not, right? Like, let's do it. I think it'd be cool. You should be on every week. I don't know. Like, I wouldn't mind being on every week, but I like that I bring something different than their thing. So I'm cool with doing the pod, but also, like, I have a whole video to myself. You know what I mean? So it's whatever. Did we hear when the last time on 125 was in the main? 2007 is what I heard. 3 laps down on Twitter and Instagram. Clinton, his name is Clinton. He literally works in the booth now for Supercross as their stats guy. He said he thinks 2007. We'll find out. But he has some research to do. So that's what we were thinking was 2007 was a KTM 125. Is in the business. Yeah. Cubic footage. Excuse me. Cubic footage. We got HVAC guys in chat. We'll be on Moto X pod this week. Probably. Yeah, Stank Dog's doing some pods. As he should. 2008 is what was on the pitboard. Okay, yeah, it could have been 08. Clinton said 07, but there could have been somebody else. We both picked Carnow. Yeah, I picked Carnow. I guess I can go over. So I had Thrasher. Everybody had Thrasher. If you look here, literally everybody had Thrasher. I had Carnow, Thury, and Hammaker. Blos, I said not to pick Blos. This is the kind of thing I was saying, like, you know, this is his cap here. If you picked him, cool. Good for you. I'm not mad about it. But I just am like, I knew 32 is your absolute peak you were going to get from Blos, and he got it. Mumphy snuck that in at the last minute. Good for them. What was the big... These two. Oh, man, you know some people had both of them. Mitchell Harrison, I don't know how he had a 9% pick trend. Did anybody here pick Mitchell Harrison? I'm not trying to berate you right now, but again, one of those tell me why. This is a great learning experience, a good teaching experience. Let me get it pulled up here. On the cheat sheet, let me pull it up over here. On the cheat sheet, he qualified like 24th. It was bad. I don't remember how bad it was, but it was bad. Clearly something was up with Harrison tonight. I don't know what, but there was something. He qualified, yeah, 23rd. How did 9% of people pick a guy that qualified significantly worse than he's ever qualified before? It just doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. Because a 4 already wasn't a lot of value considering his finish last week. I don't know. During Race Day Live, they said Harrison is a better racer. No, I agree, but the thing is, and that's why I know you guys don't have the enhanced cheat sheets, but I'm going to pull one up here so you guys can look at them. I mean, I say you guys don't have. Some of you have it. A lot of you guys have it, but not everybody. Let me go to Discord. Cheat sheets. 250. Yeah, there we go. Let me get that pulled up. So Harrison, his average qualifying last year was 12.9. His qualifying at A1 was 20th. So even if you go by, if he qualified 20th and ended up 13, then if he qualified 23rd, he's going to end up 16. That's not worth double points. There's, I don't know, just not a lot of value there. You guys all saw Robbie Wageman have a 3 handicap earlier this week, right? I saw it, but it makes me feel like I'm a loon. You guys all saw that Paul or whoever messed it up for a second, and that it definitely said 3 on like Thursday, right? Okay, because somebody corrected me, and it was an 8, and I was like, I don't know when they changed that, because it was there. It was a 3 yesterday, but then I was like, maybe I made that up because 3s and 8s look similar. Okay. But he was on PC a few years ago. No, for sure, T. I get it. I just, he was probably my least valuable pick, I think, like, looking at all the lists. This is another one of, like, to pay attention to it, like, Hunter Sales 3%. D and Q. I don't know what happened to him. He came out and did 3 laps in the first session and didn't do anything. He didn't post up anything on social media. His team didn't post up anything on social media. These teams need to understand that we all have money on the line, and they should at least tell us some information. But they don't. My favorite ones ever here. Look, 1% of people. By the way, there's 20,000 of us now. You know what 1% is? 200 people have Jalik Swool on their team. 200 people, dude. Mitchell Falk, he hasn't even raced at all. Nichols, more people picked Jalik Swool, who's out, than Stapleton, who did race and almost made the main. What's the 450 numbers look like? Yeah, did anybody pick Joe Shimoda? Anybody in here have Joe Shimoda as the FFL? Kelly was solid. No, for sure. I would have picked Kelly this. If I couldn't pick Kelly, if I could have, I would have picked him. He was a good pick, even if it didn't work out. PulpMX Fantasy is very stressful. Eric, and what would you do without it? What would you do without it? That's my question. God, look at you guys. 36% of people who had Jason Anderson. I couldn't pick him. I couldn't do it. Unfortunate for me. Dean looked okay. Again, not a lot of value here. I figured 32 is the most he's going to score all season. So if any of you guys took that. AP, man, I thought his was going to be a little bit higher. I thought about AP all the way up until the last minute, and I couldn't pull the trigger. How are people picking AC? I hope that was nobody in here. Oh man, this is what hurts though. This is all of this. All of this. Look at all this 0. Man. Benny Bloss, Justin Hill, Freddie Knorr, and Justin Brayton and Mitchell Oldenburg did not race. That's a combined, 6.5, 8, 9% of pick trends spent on guys that were confirmed out this morning. Oh, man. I picked AC. Hey, look at you, Scott. Hell yeah, dude. That worked out. Only pick I regret is Harmon. About went back to Carnow. I stayed with Carnow, Tanner, and obviously it worked out, but Thury did not work out for me. People felt more comfortable picking AC because Brayton went out. That's fair, but still, how high do you think? My thing is, and they'll use this for a little bit of a teaching moment too for any of you guys, like if you want to get good at these kind of things, you need to think about what is the absolute best that they could do. Like, what do you think is the best that they can do? And for me, I use 6th place as my barometer. Can I reasonably think, I don't want guys that are just going to get 10th. Do I reasonably think there's a path for this guy to get 6th after handicap? So for AC to 0, I need AC to finish top 6. I don't have faith in that. I want guys that I think, not like it's obvious, but if I would be shocked they would finish 6th after handicap, then they are not a good pick for me. You know what I mean? Did anyone score him? I got Amart. I got those 42 right here, baby. I got him. Thury looked good, Eric, and he did, and he was looking great. They showed him down in the whoops briefly in the background, and I saw the blue and white bike, and I was like, please be Marchbanks. Please be Marchbanks, and it wasn't. It sucks. I love Harmon because I thought someone in the heat would wreck. Didn't equate to Harmon wrecking. Yeah, Tanner. Oh, a lot of people wrecked in that heat. You're right. Because he won the fake start. It worked out. At least Mumphy came back and got double points, though. He did come back and get it. My sister-in-law played a few rounds last year and would just pick people completely randomly. I think stuff like that accounts for some of those picks. Oh, Megan, for sure. Also, remember, I can't show you, but when you're picking your team, tell your sister-in-law, Megan, tell everybody. If you have a casual friend that plays, right about here when you're picking your team, it will say a little checkbox that says, only show riders in AMA qualifying results. And if you click that, it will hide everyone that didn't set a lap time in qualifying. That doesn't mean all of these guys made the night show. They could still miss the night show, but they at least showed up and did a lap in qualifying. That'll help a lot. Freeze went freeze on Marchbanks. Dude, Paul, I know. That was wild. For what? For 6th place? What was your wife's? Oh, Josh, I wish I knew. I don't. And that's not true. I don't. I don't wish I know. It doesn't show. Yeah, it does not show free practice. It's only qualifying. Yeah, I don't know what her score was. She did better than me, I know that. She could pick all the people that I missed on last weekend. She had Carson Brown, she had Jason Anderson, she had Bogle, which obviously didn't work out, but yeah, all of the people that burned me last week, she picked all of them this week and nailed it. 247. That wasn't that great. Thank you, Marks. Thank you. Still good. Shimoda gonna be a good pick for next week. Yeah, but he's an all-star still, isn't he? I think he's an all-star. So, that doesn't really matter. You know, like, all-star, for me, all-stars, I don't even care about getting, 26. I just want to get definitely 20. That's kind of my thing. 21 is a third place. Like, I would rather have definitely get 21 than a guy like, a lot of people pick Mosman. It worked out here. He went down, but it didn't cost anybody. But a lot of people pick Mosman, but he's the kind of guy I stay away from because, yeah, that's a big lofty handicap, but that guy ends up in trouble way too often, you know? I don't know. She got 252. Yeah, she's killing it. You know what's funny is she didn't pay for the league last week. It wasn't until she did so good last week that she decided to play for the league going into this week. So she can't win anything for the year because she's out because she missed a week essentially, but she can at least now play for weekly. Joe needs to calm down and limit the mistakes. Yeah, I would say, Paul, the thing about Joe is I think for him to step his speed up to that next level that it needs to be, he has to give up his consistency. And that sucks to like have to give up what makes him so great to hit that next level. But like if he's gonna keep up with Craig, he needs to turn it up, you know, like a little bit beyond where his comfort is, and that's gonna cause him to crash a little bit. He just needs to not crash twice a race, you know. Feeling pressure from Mitch. That's true too, Andy. That's true too. And Hammaker makes it look effortless, man. He's incredible. That's why I picked him as my all-star, because I just was like, he just looks like he goes out there and doesn't have any problems at all. You know what I mean? She can gamble in high handicaps. She still won't though, Greg. I have taught her well. She only uses, like, this is her, for anybody that's asked, this is how she picks her picks. She literally, I put out the cheat sheet. I tell her, hey, cheat sheet's out. She uses the basic cheat sheet. She watches the video. And then she does it. And that's it. That's her prep. So if anybody wants it, there it is. I scored 210 and 209. Very consistent. That's not bad, Harper. That's how you win it. That's how you do it. Does anyone have the official hole shot? It was AC and Shimoda, right? I think both FFLs were also the hole shotters. I can go and look. No, I can't. Can you? Marks, how do you look at hole shot challenge results? Where do you get results at? I don't even know how to do this. I should know how to do this. This is my job. This is my company now. Can you go like rider results and see it? No? You can't yet. Boo! Boo this man. I'm just kidding. Marks, we love you. App's coming on Friday, everybody. Go to live timing, but not posted yet. Okay. We usually have the same ID on picks. We will have similar early teams and end up having 4+ same. I left mine early. Everything I told you guys in the video, I left, except I took out Hunter Sales because he obviously qualified 40th. And I swapped him for... Who did I even put in? I guess I can look. I swapped him for Carnow. That's it. Go to your leagues. Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing, Greg? My leagues. What's idiots look like? Ew. Dude, 564? Get out of here. Get out of here. Jesus. No thanks. 282 average. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, he's cheating. Yeah, Tanner. Has to be, right? Has to be. He didn't even play before? Cheater. This is Marx's burner account Come on, Marks. You can't put an X in it. We know that's you, dog. M-A-R-X. Marks. Fear X not. We know this is you. You cheater. Cheater. Absolute cheater. Do you have a Discord for last minute pick changes? Yeah, Jordan. The Discord is a Patreon perk. If anybody wants, let me talk about it really quick. If you guys don't know, Patreon giveaway right here. If you are a member of the Patreon, even at $5, that's $1 a week for January, you get an entry to win this race used. This is straight from A1. Race used, autographed, delivered to me via Steve and or the post office. The insider tier is $2 a week. You get 2 entries, but you also get Discord access. You get the enhanced cheat sheet, and you get a podcast that I do for the patrons. That's exclusive to them, where I literally go over and talk about every single rider that's not a 16 handicap, and just give you like brief stats, like an initial reaction before I do like a ton of research. I just kind of give you what like some quick ones to get your early team set. You know what I mean? I want a certificate of authenticity. How about the picture that Steve sent of it? Did he autograph it with his bad arm? Is he left-handed or right-handed? I don't know. I thought you gave it away. No, it's for the entire month, Eric. It's for the entire month. I'll get you guys the Patreon. Give me 1 second. Because I can't do a week. Because if I did it weekly, then like, how do you enter weekly? Because you sign up for Patreon. You sign up for Patreon per month, so I have to do giveaways per month. Is like the only way I can do it. So here's a link. Shit, hold on. Your channel. Yeah, I have to open this up. I know there's an echo for a second. Here's the Patreon link. But you can click that link there. It should show up. Let me know if you guys see it to go to the Patreon, and that's how you can do it. Once you're on Patreon, if you're interested, you can actually merge. If you link your Discord account to your Patreon account, then you do it. It'll automatically pull you into the Discord. You don't even have to have a link to join it or anything. It's all automatic. It's pretty cool. Bunch of great players. Yeah, the Discord's really cool. So we now have what? I think we have 30 something players people in the Discord now. 34 people in the Discord. And it's just nice because we kind of have our own personal little chat room to talk about, like, you know, is anybody feeling Jerry? And then I just pull a big hammer out of thin air and bonk him with it. No Jerry. But we kind of go over that about why we might pick this one, or who we think's gonna have a high pick trend, where's a good spot to zig and where to zag and whatever that got. Who gets the money? That's all me. The RotoMoto Patreon is all me. This has been around since before Pulp. So if you so it will increase my cubic footage, which I very much need. I need the cubic footage. Oh, it's like OnlyFans without the nudity. Exactly. And then, you know, if you guys, like, if you have enough money, we can talk about it. You know what I mean? Oh, A-Ray. There were some A-Ray people. I want you guys to know I said it. For anybody in here that's in the Discord, I want you guys to know I said it. Somebody said in here, I'm thinking so-and-so, and I said, where is it? I gotta find it now. With A-Ray, 16 handicap, he's guaranteed 6th place. So technically, he needs 10 minutes of fitness to get in, and he's a good bet. And I said, even that guaranteed 6th, are you willing to risk an easy 0 for a hardened 32? And look at that. Look at that. Look what I did. Look what I did. San Diego Track looks one line. Practice times and cheat sheets might be a good telltale. That's fair too, Arvik. And that's the thing too, is that every cheat sheet is gonna be a little bit different. Is gonna be more or less valuable to you. Race to race. If you guys haven't seen one, I'll show you one of the cheat sheets now. Maybe. There we go. So if you want an idea of what you can expect on it, here you go. So this is what the cheat sheet will look like. I'll blow it up so it's a little bit bigger. Obviously this has a ton of stuff on it, so apologies in advance, but I mean, I have the time, the differential. I even have a percentage differential, so you can, that helps visualize it, because a lot of people are like, oh, but he qualified 12th, and I'm like, yeah, but the difference between 12th and, or what, 10th to 13th is only 0.6%. Like, that's not anything. When you put it into different terms, it really helps you realize that, like, that's not as good of a deal as you think you're getting or whatever. This is all the stuff you normally get: handicap, all-star, their projected finish, their points. But here's where I have like their average finish qualifying, their racecraft, meaning if they move forward or they move backwards, typically in a race, their average start. Do they normally the craft is, do they finish better than they qualify? And passing is, do they finish better than they start? Their average heat race finish, their average LCQ finish, and then here's their probabilities. So like, how many mains did they make? I'm still using last year's stats until we get to round 3. How often do they come straight out of the heat? How often do they go to the LCQ? How often do they miss the main? How often do they finish better than their current handicap? So like, if they're a 7, how often have they finished in the top 8? And then, all of their like the first session, second session, did they get better or worse? Like, I give you literally so much information. It's like, it's so much information. It can sometimes be paralyzing how much information it is. The reason this is the best sport is that anytime anyone can go down, and unlike JS7, not everyone can catch up. It's true, Eric. It's true. And it's nice too, because as opposed to like NASCAR, like racing, other forms of racing, if you go down, like if you get hit in NASCAR, your whole race is over. Like, usually a little bit of damage to your car can ruin it, but in motocross, absolutely not. Like, you can get right back up and go send it, Anstey at a 6 and A-Ray at a 16 would give about the same amount of points. Go the Ansteys. Exactly. Oh man, Anstey. Yep. Anstey has never, you guys probably saw the tweet, but Anstey has never been to a 450 LCQ, and he's not about to start tonight. Never been there. He made 10 mains last year, so he's now made 12 mains and never gone there. Anstey's on my team next week. What did he finish? 15th? My biggest problem with Anstey is he falls into that Chiz territory. I put a lot of guys there. Dean, Anstey, Chiz, Brayton on the 450 side, and on the 250 side, normally I'd put Harrison in there with like Blos, of guys that like, they're never going to score you more than like 34 points maximum is like the best that they're going to do. And I don't like to pick those guys unless I'm really confident that they're going to get those 34s. You know what I mean? So I don't think Anstey has a ton of value going into next week. We'll have to wait until we see what their handicaps actually be. But yeah, I'm just not super high on it. Next week's going to be hard to pick for, just like this week was. I think it's only going to get worse from here. Wish we could get cheat sheets and CSV files. Andrew, I could work on that. It's just typically the biggest problem is once all the qualifying is done. So like, when the first session starts, I'm pretty much working on the spreadsheet from like 4 p.m. until 8, and then once by the time I get it done and I post it for you guys, I want to go eat and sit on the couch, because I also run the social media for fantasy, so like I have to be on social during the race. So like that hour and a half there, I'm like, man, I kind of just want to like just vibe, but making them editable files probably wouldn't be too bad of a deal. I just don't want to do it. CSV, Michael, it's like so you can edit it, so you can sort it. So whenever I do, I'll show you here for a second. Whenever I'm doing this, whenever I'm making it, I can sort it. So if I wanted to sort it by who has the best qualifying times, it'll sort the whole spreadsheet. So if you wanted to go in and be like, show me handicaps low to high, show me the guys that get the best starts in the main, you can do that. Whereas obviously what I give you guys, you can't sort it, kind of thing. Anyway, let's get this Fear X cheater off of everything. Oh, Brett Metcalf on a YZ 125 at Houston, April 30th, 2005 is the last 25 to make the main event that I see. Rondaga bless. Bless. Roxon would be a great all-star for next week. True. That's true. I think he'll be fine. I don't think he's gonna be injured or anything like that. You know what I mean? How much automation or formulas do you use to get the cheat sheets on? Cody, a lot. It took me probably, 100, 150 hours to get the spreadsheet formulas where I want them. Because now, on tomorrow morning, I will wake up and I will type in this right here. So here's the Anaheim results. I will manually tabulate all of them for Oakland right here. I'll put them in that one. And then on Wednesday, all I have to do is fill out their handicap. And then on Saturday, I just have to put their qualifying time 1 and their qualifying time 2. And everything else now does the work for me. I just have to get, it just took me a long time to get here. It took me 3 years, essentially. This is year 3 to get here where it all runs smoothly, but we're there and it works. So that's nice. I'm tired of Josh. I'm torn because on one hand I want to say yeah, but it is also nice that I have an afternoon. I have a Saturday afternoon where I can go hang out, do something. I could leave the house because when it's outdoor season, when qualifying starts at 10 a.m., my whole day is spent doing this. And by the time the races are over, I don't want to go out and do anything. I just want to go to bed. So, since I'm ranked 55, I'll brag about it. Must be nice, Eric. It must be nice. How many of you guys are in industry idiots? Most of you? Can I give you a race tech rant? I might pitch this to Steve. Can I give you guys one? Is that cool? Good job on doubling your Patreon this year. Michael, thank you. I know, it was cool. I was watching that because last year was weird where January started out low and we actually peaked in May. But this year I hope January's doing good. I hope we stay there. Yeah, I can do it. I can give you a race tech rant. I love Racer X. I love MX Vice. I love Jason Wygant. I love Kevin Brower. I love Mitch Kendra. I love all of these guys. Nobody needs them to live tweet the races. I don't need a live tweet of the race. Does anybody else? I mute all of them every Saturday because I don't need to read about the race I'm currently watching. I want to know how many people are on Twitter. They're glued to Twitter reading about the race and they can't watch the race. I feel like anybody that could be glued to the Twitter reading race updates could also just watch it. And I just hate it because I don't want to mute these people because they're my peers and I like the content they put out and I need them later, but I don't need a live tweet by play by tweet of the races. It's bonkers, man. Oh, I completely agree on the live tweets. It was great back when races were on tape. Yeah, and one of the worst part is that if I look at Twitter, it happened to me. I saw that Roxon went down on Twitter before my TV because my TV's on a 90-second delay. I don't know what it is for you guys, but it's on just short enough of a delay. And I think it was Wygant or Racer X that did it, but they were tweeting something else and then just tagged on to the end and Roxon down. And I'm like, I don't need to read that. I was literally just getting on to tweet something stupid funny because that's my job now. What do you do for a living? Well, I post memes on Twitter about motocross. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's something that nobody needs that anymore, and I'd rather them get rid of it. And so I can. It also, because Twitter doesn't spit it out to you in chronological order. Sometimes I'll get something that happened 5 minutes ago, but it'll show up on my Twitter feed now. So if Weege said Roxon down, I would think he wrecked again, when that's just an old tweet that's getting resurfaced back to the top of my. I don't know. So that's why I try not to tweet anything too quickly as to when it happens. You know what I mean? Thanks for playing, Marks. Take care, buddy. It was good to see you. I'm not gonna stay on much longer. I'll catch up with you. We'll text. We'll text tomorrow. It's at least 30-second delay. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. How do you win the 450? So Derpy, there's two ways to win the bike. One way to win a bike is to be the champion. That's to win either the indoor or the outdoor series. The other way to win a bike is just sign up and play. If you signed up for the championship league, you're entered in once. If you signed up for both the Supercross and the outdoor up front, you are entered in twice. So those are the two ways to win a bike. Always the same square footage, regardless of twice the price. It's just twice as nice. Each foot is twice as nice. I would prefer important info like Stank Dog's bike blew in the main or that Sexton actually got the poor end of the stick. Yeah, Paul. Like if you're in person and they can see more than us, then report on things that they're not going to show us on TV. Because we don't. What happened to Bogle? Maybe somebody saw it. Or you could at least say Bogle pushing his bike off or Bogle being attended by the medical squad or whatever. Like that's something that's useful to me. But you telling me, you know, Barsha or like Anderson's got the lead, but AP's closing. And I'm like, yeah, that's been the race for the last 10 minutes. Like, thank you for that. I get it. Who cares about a bike? Oh, Michael, I missed it. I'm so mad. I missed it by one thing. I missed it by one failed FFL. I was that close to national number last year. It hurt me. It hurt me. What is up with the TV producer taking the camera away from showing the finishes? I don't know, Ryan. I don't know. Like, we got to get to that commercial break pronto. These commercials this year are horrendous, by the way. Hate them. Anstey got last turn. Yeah, same reference. Same, but it should have been on the broadcast. And then they did end up playing it. Like, when they came back from break, they played it. And I'm like, no. Because now I already know about it. I wanted to see Breeze get smacked live. I want to see it happen live in the moment. That's what I want. I missed by 150 points. Michael, that's about how many times you picked A-Ray, Cade, and or Jerry last season, isn't it? 150 spots. Oh, that's even worse. That's even tighter. Yeah, I ended up, I think, 116th. And I was like 7 points out of the top 100. It sucked. It sucked. Maybe that's just us being spoiled. RV, that's possible. But again, it happens live. I want to watch it live. I pay very little money every month to watch this live. I want all of it live. But that's it. I'm gonna wrap it up here. It's getting late. It's 2 a.m. for me, and I want to get a snack. I want to go to bed. Thank you guys so much for hanging out for the after show. We will do this again next weekend. You know, if you guys want to join the Patreon, that'd be great. That'd be rad. No pressure to do it though. If you don't see any value in the stuff that I offer, if you don't want to win this dope AC9 autographed race use plate, you know, that's fine. No hard feelings between me and you. Subscribe to all the stuff, interact with me. Like this is the most fun part for me. I like talking to you guys and hanging out on Twitter, on YouTube, on Patreon, in Discord. Like I just like hanging out with you guys more than anything. So thank you so much. I will see you guys. I'll see you guys next weekend. Video will be up Friday. I don't know if I'll be on the pod or not. Video will be up Friday. I'll see you guys on Twitter on Saturday. Good night, guys. Have a good weekend.